He's 58. Do you know which member of what he does in the band?
No
David
clue.
Bryan?
Drummer. Piano.
Keyboard player. There you go.
Thanks, Kevin.
As I show you the hit. Yeah.
Drummer, keyboard,
Very
bass,
good.
singer, Bubba.
We're not
Good
that
job.
smart, really.
All right, 7:35. Need to Know Morning Show, AM 1100 The Flag, WZFG. We're going to check in with Devin Fry coming up here in just a few minutes and get a little traffic report from him. We can tell you, even since I checked the temperature last, it's down another degree to -9. So we're going the other way too fast here, going the wrong direction. So hopefully we can fix that. Time for Need to Know Traffic, powered by Valley News Live. Devin Fry is out there checking it out for us. Devin, any crashes or snags, snarls, general anarchy out there on the roads this morning?
General anarchy. No accidents that we've received any words of at this point. Now, there might be something that we didn't get any reports of yet, but I haven't seen anything, and we haven't been notified of any. So good news there. As far as snags or snarls go, probably the busiest area that I've encountered are the westbound lanes of I-94. Now, thankfully, the roadways aren't too bad in that area. It's just a matter of how many vehicles are on the road there, especially if you have to try to get over into a turn lane. That area, especially around the Red River Bridge, University Drive, that area looking a bit busy.
Okay. Devin, we appreciate it, man. Thanks for the updates. We'll talk to you again soon. 7:36 on the Need to Know Morning Show on AM 1100 The Flag, WZFG. Good to have in studio this morning with us the new executive director of the Fargo Park District. Let's give it up for Mr. Dave Leker.
You wasn't a man. There
Congrats.
I'd like to take some credit for this because we had Dave on when he was the interim and he was going for the main gig, but really we probably can't do that.
Probably not.
He probably did it all on his own. Dave, good to see you again, and congratulations on the promotion. Good work.
Thanks, guys, and good morning to you, too.
Yeah, good to have you in. So when you got the news, what was your reaction? Happy, excited, relieved? What was it?
Of course I'm going to be happy. I was kind of hoping it was going to turn out this way, and I think we as a whole, as a staff, were kind of hoping it would turn out this way just so we could continue what we've been doing for the last 6 months. So
Be a smoother transition, you know, than bringing somebody else in for sure.
Yeah. So tell me about what's the last couple of weeks now been like now that you got the job. I imagine it feels a lot like what you were doing before, but maybe just a little more degree of permanency, maybe a little more settled in the spot.
Yeah, I think, with this being the final decision, it'll allow us to, instead of kind of walking on eggshells a little bit, is actually, get back to work and fine-tune some things in the Park District and take it the way we all want to take it as a staff.
What did you learn from Joel Vettel that you'll continue? And then what might you do differently than your predecessor?
Well, I think Joel was great in public relations and being able to, promote his vision and get out in the community. And Joel's been a great person for the city of Fargo, with all of his days in the wrestling and then, the public information officer at the police department. And he's just a great public person and public speaker. And I think that's one thing that, I might not do quite as well as Joel, but I've learned from him a little bit. And I think I'll be able to stand on my own 2 feet and take things forward.
Yeah, so. I'm sure you will. Tell me about, any leader of an organization has got to have a vision for where you want to go. Because if you just let things sit and stay where they're at, just never quite happens. So what do you have in your mind when you look forward 10, 15, 20 years? What do you want the Park District to be?
Well, I've been asked this question quite a bit. What's your vision? And vision isn't, me personally, I don't think vision's set by one individual person. I think we've got a great directors team at the Park District that has 100 plus years of experience. I think the vision comes from the director. It comes from the directors. It comes from the executive director. And it also comes from the commissioners. They're the ones that are out in the public and they hear new ideas out there. And of course, we're out at state conferences and national conferences, and we're going to see what the trends are, and we're going to pick the good trends and bring those back to Fargo. So by no means do we take a backseat to anybody. And I think, we're a leader in the state and a leader in the region.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about something that you are thinking about, maybe a new twist or an update or taking a different path, maybe something that people might say, oh, okay, and we might start to see Dave Leker's fingerprints on this a little bit.
Well, I don't necessarily need to have my fingerprints on anything. I think what I want to do is continue, the great tradition of the Fargo Park District. And we've got a lot of projects in the hopper. We've done a great job with our neighborhood parks in the 21 years I've been here, and by no means is that just me. I think we've had a good executive team in the past with Roger Gress and Jim Larson, and now we got Dave Beats and Kevin, and all of our directors, Carolyn and Brian and Tyson. And they just do a great job of promoting parks in the community and programs in the community. And my position is just to, steer the ship a little bit and try to take the best recommendations from them and move forward.
So what are some of the upcoming projects that you have coming up that people can be excited about this spring, summer? Anything there we can look forward to offhand that you can think of?
Projects-wise, we've got with the Block 9 tower going up downtown. Once they get their laydown area cleared, they're going to start work on that plaza area on the southeast corner there. So, that's going to be very exciting.
So Parks is in charge of what goes on in the plaza?
Yeah, we'll be managing that site. So,
nice.
There'll be a band shell there. There'll be a turf area. There'll be ice in the wintertime.
That'll keep you busy.
It'll be a great meeting place for people to have lunch and sit down and just visit with other people. It'll just be a nice little respite in the middle of downtown Fargo. We've got Great Northern Park on the north side, and we've got Island Park on the south side. This will be something for people right in the middle of downtown.
Nice.
I think that's going to be fantastic, and it's so overdue just to have a little stamp of green grass and a few trees out there, and just something to break up the concrete and steel in downtown. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, and we're going to try to program it. We're going to try to have some entertainment once a week. Programming for kids and adults, and it's just going to be a great
Now,
site.
since it's a park thing, can people bring alcohol in there? Say if you have like a band or something going on at night and it's something adult oriented, or is that a no-no with the park?
No, we'll have different events that some will be geared towards kids, and of course probably wouldn't have alcohol there, but some will have bands, and we'll bring in some of the local restaurateurs downtown that'll be able to set up shop down
permits.
there. So
Awesome.
Yep.
Can you give us an update on the South Fargo complex, the one south of Walmart there that Fargo Parks is teaming up with Sanford, and some other people are involved in that too? How's that coming along?
That one's coming along, and fundraising just takes time.
Yeah.
So we're working with our different partners, our potential partners and sponsors, trying to get everything lined up. We approved a construction manager at our board meeting in January, so we've got that in place, and we're going to continue to work on that. So, great things hopefully will come there. A couple more dominoes fall, and we'll get things moving.
What do you need altogether, and where are you at right now?
Well, we're trying to set the final scope of the project, what it's all going to entail. We're going to have some kind of turf. We'll have an indoor elevated walking track. We'll have basketball, volleyball courts. Sheet of ice in there. We've been working with our commissioners and our staff. We'd like to, once we get a shovel in the ground, we'd like to relocate our offices out there, just to be part of all that community action.
Well, yeah, why would you not? Yeah,
exactly. So,
yeah,
we're taking steps, and hopefully we'll start to see some dominoes fall.
Okay, and are you halfway to where you want to be on the fundraising side, or?
Yeah, I think we could roughly say halfway, give or take. But we still need some dominoes to fall.
Yeah, right on. Do you have a finish line in mind as far as, hey, we'd like to have a shovel in the ground X amount of time, or does it really just depend on how that money comes together?
Yeah, it just kind of really depends on, how the partners come along and where we get to. So we want to make sure our commissioners are comfortable with the project.
Right on.
Yep.
I know you're trying to sell those softball fields over across from Famous Dave's there. Did that ever happen?
We've tried a couple times, Steve, with a bid process where we opened some bids, and we did have it appraised, and we just didn't feel we got the value that we needed to get that. So we're going to be taking another shot of it here coming up. We're going to be, the Century Code says we can entertain for multiple broker listing. So we're going to try that line this time.
Okay. See if you get a commercial developer or something like that to get involved. Yeah,
exactly.
Might as well. There's people out there that can do that work and do some stuff you guys don't do every day, all right? I mean, that's not a typical thing for
we're not quite the
rec.
specialists in property and real estate management. So.
All right. Well, we wish you all the best. Thanks for coming in. Great seeing you. Let us know anytime if there's something you want to get the word out about, and we'll be glad to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, just like to say one more thing. We've got our spring and summer program starting up, and so registration's open for that. We've got our summer brochure that's coming out. And one thing we're doing, we've done the last 2 years now, is we're not mailing it to everybody in the city of Fargo, but we are mailing it to people that have previously registered for Park District programs. And you can also pick it up at Hornbacher's, or just visit our website at FargoParks.com, and you can get a whole listing of our programs.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Everybody's going online to find things anyway.
And
so
all
it makes
ages,
sense.
adults too, not just the kids.
Yep, all of our programs.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're the pickleball. I mean, there's
I know
tennis, you got
pickleball's big. I got to get into that.
Yeah, us
we
old
got-
people got to have something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got co-ed ultimate disc golf. We've got handball for kids this year. So it's all
Okay.
good.
Good stuff. FargoParks.com. That'll get you all set up there with the website. Dave, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming by.
All right, thanks, guys. Anytime.
Dave Leker, he is the executive director of Fargo Park District here on the Need to Know Morning Show. 7:45, we got a market check and entertainment headlines on the way. Don't forget our big announcement at